What a big joke. SEC Twitter account got hacked in and people lost tens of thousands of dollars, according to what internet is saying, because of that deal. Because I believe that many people will saw it, they have purchased it, and the next 5 minutes, they came in and declared that it was a fake because why the account being hacked. This is ridiculous. And guys, if you are not claiming your video ticket, your movie ticket, right, it's a final chance for us at today's 10th of January. So if you want to join us for the movie on the 18th of January, quickly do it right now. Right, before we go to that, disclaimer apply as usual, and thank you, Ames, for the kind sponsorship. Okay, so before we go into the Bitcoin thingy, the Europe debt itself has increased interestingly. In fact, the demand for the bond market has hit record level, all right? So that means that the direction that I gave is actually going accordingly. That means people will start to buy bonds in the market because if the yields start to come down, bond price will go up. This is very simple. And from the movement of the US bond side itself, right, I suspect that we could have another wave coming up again, and that may breach the 100 level. So traders, watch out for 98. I did mention to you guys, 98 is a very important resistance level. The market went past it for a while, and then it pulls back. So unless something drastic happened in the entire US economy, if not itself, I suspect that the TLT will go back to above the 98 level. Right. Let's talk about what we mentioned, right? We told you that US is actually in most of the potential recession. And of course, we mentioned to you that the bond market will be the next big thing. So really, if you watch our video, you could have cut this. And in fact, itself right now, we mentioned again that the Bitcoin ETF will most likely go through. Now, the thing is this, I mentioned the reason. One of the key reasons is because that we believe that technically it should be heading to 50,000 because we can see that our indicator, the KSI indicator, shows that the boys are buying and not selling at all. But of course, the other main big reason is that JP Morgan and Goldman Sachs, they are in talks with Grayscale about the Bitcoin ETF role. And seriously, in my opinion, Goldman Sachs, guys, I think that they know that a lot of people are short in the market. Hence, therefore, I believe that 50,000 is really possible. And if you look at the chart right now, you can see that this is what happened to the chart yesterday. It shoot up all the way to about 48,000, and then it pulls back down. Now, based on the technical side, let's take a look here. The technical shows that, right, the main base is at 43,000. That's where the main base is. Where it came from the high here. And then this is where you can see that that's where it's basically congregated there. So now the thing is this. I suspect that the second one, the resistance here itself is about 48,000 level. It will be the main level to watch out for resistance. If the market breaks 48,000, I am very confident we'll see 50,000, if not even as high as 52,000, okay? But same thing, if really SEC decided that, because of all these things happening, they want to show the market that they are not to be trifled with, they may purposely delay and cause Bitcoin to come down. Now, of course, if Bitcoin do come down, the first support itself will be at 43,000, and if things get drastic, then the next level could be as low as 38,000. But if you look at the whole entire area over here, whereby the Bitcoin basically went sideways for many, many days at about 43,000, I cannot believe that, right? This is where the boys were accumulating it. So if you think that you want to be careful, you can wait for the news to come out to trade on it. If not, take a little short bet here yourself and aim for 48 to 52,000. But if you think that the market will go down because you believe that technical shows that and whatever reason, then of course 38,000 will be the next support level. Now, the thing is this, if you look at the chart here, and then chart, look at the what happened. Okay, this is really a big joke here as well. You can see that the SEC says that the Bitcoin ETF have not received approval and its Twitter is hacked, okay? And of course, you can see that, right? The SEC, one of the officials, said that it was compromised and an unauthorized tweet was posted. SEC has not approved the listing and trading of the spot Bitcoin exchange traded product, all right? So basically, it is a hacker that done that. And of course, someone must have profited from it because we can see over here itself, this is how the chart goes crazy. The chart was basically hovering at 46,800, which is still much higher than the last week. And suddenly the price just shot up all the way to 47,800. And then what happened? You see, this is the posting, right? Someone hacked the SEC Twitter and wrote in and says that the SEC grant approval. So because of this news, plus the picture and everything, the logo, everything, the thing just shot up all the way. Okay, so when they came in to say that it's fake, look at the selling. Oh my goodness, it came down all the way from 47,800 all the way down to 44,600. So 3,000 point movement in just a span of less than 25 minutes. So imagine if you are a trader and you saw the SEC report and you jump in and trade Bitcoin, within 5 minutes, your account will be banned. Yes, it'll be banned. Incredible. So there are people who actually send their what they call their complaint, their unhappiness into Twitter, but how real are they? We won't know. But seriously, guys, this is getting crazy. Imagine that one day itself, right, Federal Reserve came in and tell you that they'll cut interest rate to 1%. I mean, what do you think will happen to the market? All right, so if you ask me based on our technical side right now, Bitcoin is now basically in a sideways based on our system. And we're going to watch 47,000 very closely now. If the market breaks 47,000, it will hit my 50,000 target. But if you look at it, my 51,000 based on our TLBB system, it is actually very possible. Okay, that's why you can see that right now, you're about 1,400 points away from the 47,000 target. Now, the other thing is this, right? If the Bitcoin really due to SEC tried to make them pay for this silly act and decided that let's prolong the decision on this, then of course Bitcoin can fall all the way to 39,000 based on what you see here itself, or 38,000 on the spot market. So if you ask me, it seems that the boys are really accumulating it. There's no signs of the boys selling. So I feel that, right, the Bitcoin to hit 50,000 is just a matter of time. But again, I can be wrong. So please trade carefully and make sure that you do your risk management. Yeah. Okay, so there is Bitcoin. Now, Metlife, all right, when on Metlife, this Drew Matus, he went on CNBC and he says that they are expecting a recession in 2024. Now, of course, this is just another guy, invited by CNBC, but his view is simple. He believes that the unemployment data is the most important data. He believes that, right, when things go wrong, the unemployment data will show immediately. Now, I kind of agree with that. In fact, some of you guys have already mentioned this in our comment box, and I say that, yes, indeed, I also believe in that. But of course, again, with the market able to massage some numbers, it's kind of interesting to see that we have a pretty sideways unemployment data over the last 5 months. So to me, it's right, something doesn't make sense here if you have a roaring economy. So apparently, right, they believe that the Fed will cut as much as 6 times in 2024, and they believe that by May will be the first cut. Now, I don't think so. I feel that the first cut will be in March then, but let's see. And he believes that the 10-year yield will remain at the 4% mark, which I also agree on that. So he says that, right, lower 10-year could end up hurting the consumer confidence. I agree. And more turnover in housing, yes, indeed, likely to reflect the impact of home prices from higher rates, of course. And bank credit growth should be flat for year on year. I totally agree. And that's the reason why I'm sharing this with you. So you can see right now, this ISM services is actually coming down. It's not going up. And also the labor force participation rate is also going down. So all these are very telltale signs that we are potentially going into recession. But because of the key numbers are still pretty at a stable mark, right? Somehow you don't feel it, right? But again, like I say, when you see prices around us increasing and people are losing job or getting retrenched, that is the usual topic signal. So to wrap it up itself, right, this is the S&P 500. Using the same context I draw for Bitcoin, you can see right now, we have a very strong base at 4,600 for the S&P 500. We have a very strong, very important level at 4,750 now for the S&P. So the S&P now closed at 4,756 last night. So 4,750 will be a critical level. If the market breaks below 4,750, I kind of believe that we're going to see 4,600. Now that is about 150 points, and that if you do we do the mathematics, right, that means that it could be a 1,200 point downside movement for the Dow Jones. But again, I repeat myself, 4,750 has to stay. Now, if 4,750 stays, then the next target on the upside could be as high as 4818, which is the historical high. So overall, this is my roadmap for the S&P. So we will watch 4750 very closely. So traders, you need to get yourself right in front of computer and trade carefully, right? So with that itself, remember, the big short investor Isman, the one who shorted with many people in 2008, he is feeling good. In fact, last week on CNBC, he says that the fundamental is all good. Hence, therefore, right, he believed that the market will go higher. So again, you can see that the flip view, he was being bearish in October, but now he is bullish last October, and now he's bullish. So again, things can change. Market is dynamic, so we will watch the market play. Now, lots of more. Thank you guys for the support all the way in for my 888 video that's last week. And we already tell you that we are inviting you for a movie gathering. So as long as you are interested to join us for this movie on the 18th of January, Thursday, 7:15, Just leave a comment. I enjoyed this channel video, of course, genuinely. And we will offer 6 tickets now. There are people already has claimed their tickets. All right, you just have to put this, and then they will be able to get the ticket. Right? Do understand this? You'll be joining our TWB community on that day, and you need to be there by 7:15. All right, the place and venue itself will text you on the site. But most important thing is that you must arrive. If not, the stuff that there might be some penalty. So hope you like this video. Like, subscribe, and share with your friends. This is Kel signing off. Take care and have a great day. Bye-bye.